You ready? We're going to do some hill sprints up the Passo Campolongo starting here in Corvara. First up, a warm-up.
Well, thank you very much, Dan. What an honour it is to be training along to footage shot by the boss himself. Now this one, as Dan said, is a hill sprint session. So it's relatively simple, at least in its outline, but it's going to be a tough one to do. So make sure you're fully committed. It might just be 20 minutes, but we're going to do a lot of hard work because in it, we've got 6 maximum sprints, each lasting 20 seconds. And then we don't get full recovery in between them either. We're still riding at tempo, which is definitely the kind of pace that would have you slightly out of breath. After all, we are riding up the Passo Campolongo. Now we've got a little bit more warm up to do. We're just going to ride gently for 3 minutes. So we've got 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. And then we start the first of our tempo. So we'll probably change down a couple of gears just so we can feel a little bit more resistance, a bit more going through our legs. Now, as I said, the Campolongo. So it's relatively short, just 6 kilometers long, average gradient of 6%. And it's a climb of 2 halves. So you'll see the first bit really twisty, pretty steep. And then we've got a nice second section where we can get up a little bit more speed. Hopefully, of course, we are relying on Dan at the moment. But that's where we'll be able to open it up a little bit more and get a bit more speed on those 20-second sprints. If you want to mimic the resistance that you feel on this climb on your trainer, then you want to set it to about 6% average. This beginning bit, as I said, is quite steep, grades up to 11%, but I'm going to have mine set a little bit less. So I'm on a Cyclops hammer and I've got the resistance set to equivalent of about 3% because I want to actually use a slightly bigger gear than normal just to make it feel as if I'm getting some speed up on the bike. Okay, still warming up nice and gently. You can see the climb. We're still in the town of Corvara, so this is in the Alta Badia region in the Dolomites. Very nice pizzeria actually, just off to the left. There's a mean gluten-free pizza if that's your bag. And we're just gonna wind our way up very gently up through the lower slopes of the climb. Now, sprint sessions are great. It's not just for improving your sprint, but it's a way of working really hard and then trying to recover, clearing out the kind of lactate from your muscles. Really useful actually for boosting your threshold power as well as boosting that peak power as well. It does come in handy. Okay, we got 10 seconds now until we're just lifting the pace ever so slightly up to what is called tempo. So for me now, I'm gonna have to change down a couple of gears at least, just to get my heart rate up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Just a couple of gears. So if you've got a power meter, you wanna be looking at about 80% of your FTP now, maybe a little bit less. If you don't have a power meter, do not worry. As you can see on screen, the effort level is 7. And what we mean by that is it's not too taxing, so you are still able to have a conversation even if you're breathing hard whilst you're doing it. So this is just to open us up a little bit more. You notice that on the screen there we've got a cadence suggested at 100 RPM, so that's relatively quick. I certainly need to pedal a little bit quicker if I want to hit that. This is really good for warming up as well. It's got to be a quick warm up. If we're doing a 20-minute interval, a 20-minute session rather, we can't spend too long warming up. But as I say, 6 20-second sprints, even though it is 20 minutes, you will know about it when you get off. I can guarantee it. And it's not so long that it'll leave us tired. I think we're going to be buzzing off this. So if you're doing it early morning, it'll be absolutely perfect to set you up for the rest of the day. Or maybe after work, perfect before, well, dare I say a night out? Maybe not a full night out. Okay, we've got 20 seconds now until we hit our first sprint. We're going to stick it in the big ring. I'm getting excited, still got 14 seconds to go. I want you to keep your cadence nice and fast for these sprints. I'm going to be in the saddle. I don't want to get out of the seat on the indoor trainer. So I'm going to really kick my glutes and my quads. Ready, go. Here we go. 20 seconds all in. Fast cadence, high power. Come on, commit. 100% effort now. Keep it going, fast feet, fast feet. Nearly there. Woo. There we go, well done everyone. Interval number 1. Right, no rest for the wicked. That's not full recovery. We're straight back into tempo. With that nice fast cadence, remember? Try and get your breathing back under control. Makes a big difference, I think, riding at tempo instead of full recovery. Even though in terms of the actual effort, it's maybe not massive, it slows down your recovery significantly. So you can be forgiven for getting a real build-up and accumulated fatigue over the course of even just this 20-minute session. Man, there's only 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's going quick. That's why we need 100% commitment on each of these intervals. Flat out. Let's take a moment there to enjoy that view. Look at that. Fantastic. This is a great climb, but arguably this is one of the finest descents in the world. It's like it's been tailor-made for road bikes. So if you get the chance, I thoroughly recommend it. It's absolutely brilliant. All right, Lloyd is just getting to the steep bit now. This is 11%. Right, okay, just 15 seconds now until the next sprint. I'm going to stick it in the big ring. Suggest you do too. Ready, 100% commitment. I want you to attack this. It's only 20 seconds, so every one of them counts. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go! Go, 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 go! Sprint, 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 sprint! 5, 3, 1. Okay, quickly back to tempo. Try not to let off the gas too much. Try and get your breath back. Nice work, everyone. How are the legs? Yeah, mine are hurting. Just a little bit of a zing. Nothing too bad at this stage. Plenty left to commit for the next 4 sprint intervals. I said this will rev you up for the day. Definitely will. Get your metabolism racing. Personally, I wouldn't fancy doing this before breakfast, but you could conceivably, and it will give you a real jump start on the day. You're definitely dialing up the pain a notch if that's your bag. Right, just about getting my breath under control now. It's been a minute since the last sprint. We've got sprint number 4 next. Just need to get out of the seat, stretch my glutes to shade. I can tell I'm warming up nicely because I've just about to start sweating profusely, but that's cool. At least I think it is. Right, no rest for the wicked. Concentrate. Time to stick it back in the big ring. We've got 10 seconds now till the next effort comes. Get ready to attack this one again. 1, go, 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 go! Sprint, 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 sprint! Commitment, come on! Halfway there. Come on, dig in. All the way to the end. 3, 2, 1. And back to tempo. No recovery. No recovery. Come on. Back to tempo. Right, I said this is a climb of 2 halves. We've just crested the first steep section. There's a little bit of respite in the gradient now before the last stretch to the summit. For this region of Dolomites, it's relatively low at 1,800 meters for the summit, but being short enough as well that we can absolutely smash it. It's a fantastic climb. Right, halfway through our recovery. Well, I say recovery, it's tempo, remember, but it feels pretty good next to those intervals. Bear in mind that we're halfway there. Once we've done this one, interval number 4, we've broken the back of it. That clock ticking down at the top, saying 8 minutes and 30 seconds. That's not long until we get to climb off the bikes. Have a nice stretch, jump in the shower. Still worth thinking about drinking on this. Oh, is it just me with these tempo sections getting shorter? We're nearly ready for interval number 4. Stick it in the big ring. 7, ready for commitment again. 3, 2, 1, go! Stamp on it, come on! Try and keep that upper body still if you can. We want power to the pedals. We don't want to be pulling the bike all over the place. 1, and straight back to tempo. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, I'm getting there. Just 2 more to go. How are you feeling? Heart racing? I hope so. Breathing hard. But this is about being energized, not totally ruined at the end. It's enough hard work that you will know about it. It will pay dividends, but it's not going to leave us totally annihilated. This is perfect. If you don't have much time, you're going to hit the gym and the hotel. If you haven't got the luxury of your own bike even, you're just on some random exercise bike. I feel for you if you are, but we've all been there. I love a sneaky GCN training session in a hotel gym. Even if you get some weird looks when you're so out of breath, dripping with sweat. And there's someone next to you on one of those leg spreading machines. It's always awkward, but concentrate, that'll help. Right, 20 seconds now until our next 20-second sprint. It's not long to go on that clock. Look, 5 minutes, 51 seconds. Stick it in the big ring. Get ready to lift the effort up. And go! Smash it, smash it, come on! Give it everything. Nice fast cadence. Just 100%. Get those legs working. Get every last drop out. And straight back to tempo. Our last 2 minutes of tempo riding now. Try and get that breathing under control if you can. Have another sit. Again, we want total commitment. But don't forget, this is the last one. So everything gets left on your pedals on this one. Because after that, we've just got a beautiful cool down period where we can try and compose ourselves. You can hear my breathing's pretty hard now, even though my power is staying exactly the same at tempo. I'm in the same gear, but that recovery in between sprints just isn't quite enough at tempo. Okay, we're staring down the barrel of the last one. Time to stick it in the big ring. Get ready. This is it. This is the big one. 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go! Here we go, 20 seconds. This is it. Out the saddle. Come on, leave it all on the road. 2, 1. Oh my word. There we go. High fives all around, everyone. That is all the hard work done in this 20-minute interval session. You're definitely going to want to see it through to the end. Nothing else, just so your legs don't feel too wrecked for the rest of the day. You can't leave it on a sprint. Just join me for this last 2.5 minute cool down. You can admire the view. Wonder why Dan's not riding in a straight line. I think maybe he's still recovering from the last effort as well. Fresh snow on the ground. Some blue skies, perfect. Now, no matter what your objectives on the bike, whether it's racing, even if you're into endurance riding, sessions like this really help, because the worst thing you can do when training is to get stuck in a rut whereby you do the same training day in, day out, week in, week out, and you will inevitably reach a plateau. And so even if you're after endurance for 300-mile rides, you will probably find that mixing in sessions like this could actually pay real dividends, even though the two couldn't be further apart in terms of 20-second sprints and 300-mile endurance. But you hear a lot of people commuting to work and they reach a plateau, but even though you ride as hard as you can, if you don't do things that are just a little bit outside the box, a little bit outside your comfort zone, you won't see the gains that you could otherwise make. And this one's a good one. This feels good. I feel energized. I'm not too ruined. Not too ruined. Well done, everyone. Just 30 seconds of spinning to go now. You can see Lloyd's pretty much reached the top for us. Very kind of him. I don't know about you, I've enjoyed the ride. Absolutely fantastic climb. I said at the beginning that the descent is even better. So if you stick with us just one moment, we'll give you a shortcut to GoPro footage of that, which is definitely worth a watch. Just before you go there though, do make sure you subscribe to GCN. We've got loads of training videos on the channel, all free of course, like all our content. You subscribe, you'll always be in the right place for it. And then, well, if you want to do more training right now, there's another cracking video there, filmed on one of the classic Altimedia climbs. But if you do want that sneaky little GoPro descent of the Campolongo, I would definitely click down there and maybe just warm down for another 5 or 6 minutes.